Okay, so now we're going to take a look at our scenario 4. But first, we're going to talk about slope. So scenario 4 is asking if we're given 2 points, how can we find y equals mx plus b? So for a warm-up, what we're going to do here is, I've already done it for you, we're given the point 2, -4, and -3 and -7. So for us to get the slope, we are going to plot these points. So we've plotted 2 and -4 here because we've gone over 2 and down -4. And we've plotted this one here. So we go to -3 and then we go to -7 and put our point there. And then we put the line of best fit here. So our slope, we go from this point to this point, we count up 3, so it rises 3 and it runs across 5, because if you count it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, my counting is awful, 4, 5 to there. And so our slope is m equals 3 over 5. So if we don't have a graph, there's another way to find slope. So the other way is, this is the equation right here. So it's m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's taking 2 points and minusing each other. So we take our points here, so we always have our second one here. So since this is b, and we are going from this point to this point, we are doing -7 from our y here, minus -4 from our y1 over our x values. So again, our second point, so -3 minus our first point, +2. So when we do the math, we end up with -7 plus 4, because a negative minus a negative is a positive, right? So -7 minus -4 is -7 plus 4 over -3 minus 2, which equals -3 over 5. And because they're both negative, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So this is going to go back from the stuff we went over at the very, very beginning. So our equation, this is something you can add to your little box of things. Slope is rise over run, which also equals y2 minus y1. So our second point minus our first point, and x2 over x2 minus x1. So what we're going to do is we're going to, without graphing, use that formula. So let's write it down here. So we have m equals y2 minus y1 over, we're just going to go like this, over x2 minus x1. So we're going to use that, and we're going to take these 2 points. So this one's our first point, and this one's our second point. So when we write this in, this is x1 and y1. We'll just put this underneath here. And this is x2 and y2. So when we go through this, we're going to take our y equals y2, which is over here, our second one, 3, minus our y1, which is 9, over our x2, which is 7, minus our x1, which is 5. And then we get y equals, so 3 minus 9 is -6, over 7 minus 5 is 2. And then we can bring this down, because -6/2 can be brought down to -3 because 2 goes into 6 3 times. So our y is equal to -3. So our slope is, these are m, not y equals mx plus b. Our slope is equal to -3. Let's do the next one. So we're going to take C is our x1 and x2 because it is 0.1. And this one is 0.2. So we're going to take our m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're going to take m equals y2, which is -2, minus y1, which is 6, and then over our x2 spot, which is 5, minus our x1 spot, which is -3. So when we calculate this out, -2 minus 6 gives us -8. And then we have 5 minus -3. So remember, a minus and two negative signs make a positive. So it's going to be 5 plus 3. So m equals -8 over 8. So -8 divided by 8 is -1, because 8 goes into 8 one time, and it's a negative, so it stays that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in getting the equation of a line from 2 points handout. So let me get that up here.